Welcome back, y'all. All right, I know it's been a while since we posted anything here on the channel, but we took a pretty good ding a while back, and it took us a few months to get it back up and going. But everything's smoothed out now. We're running full speed once again at Coastal Carolina Outdoors. And to celebrate, I'm going to take you guys along on our trip to South Texas. My buddy Zane invited us down to his private ranch. We spent 10 days down there trapping, hunting big Texas whitetail, hunting javelina, small game hunting, and just all around having a blast. Also, we got a good celebrity appearance on here, so you guys might want to stick around and check that out. So without further ado, here it is, our trapping trip to South Texas. All right, guys, it's official. We are Texans. We finally made it to Texas, pretty close to San Antonio. We got about 100 miles left on the trip till we get to Zane's ranch, but you can't come to Texas without trying a Whataburger. I've never had a Whataburger. We don't have these things at home, but there's more of these around Texas than there is McDonald's and Burger King. So we all just got us a burger. We're about to give it a try, except for Nolan. Nolan got chicken fingers because that's what kids do. I guess they get chicken fingers from burger joints. There's a lot of burger here. This is a huge burger. For all of you non-Texans out there.
We're not Texans.
Well, we're pretty much Texans now. Let's give this thing a try. One more bite. For a fast food burger, I'll give a Whataburger about a 8.5.
I give it a 10 out of 10. Hey, and it's true, everything's bigger in Texas. These burgers are huge.
Burgers are pretty big. Almost forgot. Nolan, how's the chicken?
Haven't tried it yet.
Come on, come on.
Eat slow.
YouTube's waiting on the taste test of the Whataburger chicken.
Very good.
Better than chicken fingers at home. Best fast food chicken fingers you've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's kind of a little bit better than Chick-fil-A.
Better than Chick-fil-A. Better than the Lord's chicken, he says. All right, folks, here we are. We are out in South Texas. We about to set our first coyote trap. Introduce y'all real quick to Zane. This is Zane Vessel. He reached out to me, what, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, something like that. We've been planning this trip since about October, and we finally made it. We got coyote tracks everywhere out here, man. Zane's been trapping, what, about a year now?
Since last February.
Last February, so yeah, right at a year, and he's been whacking them pretty hard, but wanted me to come down here and me and him kind of tag team it and just see what we can accomplish in a week or 10 days. And so we come to trap coyotes and chew bubble gum, and we left all our bubble gum at the house. All right, so just like at home, we got an intersection right here. Same general concept of what I trap at home. Got a nice little tuft of grass. We'll pop a dirt hole in right there and just do my normal thing. It is dry. There we go. That's our first Texas coyote trap.
Come over here. Mr. Zane's over here. Set.
You already threw one on the ground?
Oh yeah, well. So given the fact that we got there pretty late that afternoon, we just set as many traps as we could. Only got about 8 or so in the ground. We set till we just absolutely couldn't see anymore. All right, we're on the line this morning. We didn't get but about 7 or 8 traps in yesterday. We got here real late, so we just put in what we could before dark, but we got a beautiful Texas sunrise this morning. An old Texas coyote. Now, I did not catch this coyote. My trap's right over there, and I went a little haywire with trying to catch a bobcat. And Zane's got major home field advantage here on me, so this one, he gets full credit for that one. But there it is. First Texas coyote. Now, when I say that there was coyote sign in South Texas, there was coyote sign everywhere. There was scat and tracks almost everywhere you stepped and everywhere you looked. All right, so we just come up on this spot here. This is a humongous four-way intersection. You know, one here, here, 3, 4, and there is just tracks everywhere. I mean, the whole place is loaded with coyote tracks. I was telling Zane, I don't think there's a bad spot out here, but this spot right here is just covered in tracks. So we're gonna set 4 traps here, and we got Nolan putting one in over here. Zane's plugging one in the ground. Reed just made a big cubby set down here for a bobcat, but we're gonna put a trap on every corner of this intersection here and see what we can come up with tomorrow. Yep. So as we're all sitting here at this intersection hammering traps in the ground, out steps this buck. I get a good look at him. He's a 160 plus inch, 3.5-year-old, just South Texas giant. Zane refers to him as Pretty Boy. He sees him quite often on his cameras. The only thing I can come up with is the hammering of the stake drivers somehow resonated as a buck fight. We're in the prime of the rut here in South Texas. This deer steps out and just comes walking right to our truck. And just a few minutes after he hangs out in the road, out steps an even bigger, more mature buck that kind of challenges Pretty Boy, and they hang out in the road for a little while and get the feeling that something's not right, and they finally wander off into the cactus. So we've been out just setting traps all day. We probably got, I don't know, 40, 50 in the ground by now. But right here is something we do not have in South Carolina that I'm hoping I can catch. That's a badger hole. I just came right over here and punched in a dirt hole set right next to it, hoping I can get my first badger while I'm in Texas too. Well, it ain't no coyote, but I just caught my first badger.
That's cool.
Big old Texas badger and a old MB 450. That thing got him hung too, son. There's his little badger den. Oh, we'll be taking home a badger pelt with us from South Texas. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, he is. It's about time. We probably checked, what, 30, 35 empty traps so far this morning other than that badger. I got my first official Texas coyote here, but it's been pretty slow this morning, pretty depressing, but we still got a few left to check. So finally got one, so we're gonna grab some pictures up real quick and get this thing handled and check some more and go set some more. He's on the other side of the high fence and we can't get to him, but that is a gigantic indigo snake. That snake's probably 6.5 or 7 feet long. Holy crap, man. Wow. That's the first indigo I've ever seen. We don't really get a bunch of them back home. That's awesome. Later in the trip, I did finally get to put my hands on an indigo snake, but it was nothing compared to the first one we saw. All right. Old Zane, he ain't caught nothing this morning, man. I'm starting to feel bad for the fella. I got my first Texas badger, my first Texas coyote, now my first Texas bobcat this morning. And that is a pretty behind cat, too. I mean, spotted up all the way up the back. Kind of a small cat, but he won't get any bigger. Man, that thing's pretty. Sheesh. So me and Nolan decided to go walking the senderos this afternoon looking for some rabbits and quail. And you guys know how much I love snakes. You see that little fella right there? I can't swear to it, but I believe that is a western diamondback. I don't really know my snakes in Texas that much. I don't know how to tell the difference. I ain't fooling with him too much out here in these tight spaces, but that's friggin' awesome. Now day one was kind of slow, but day two rolls around and we start catching coyote after coyote after coyote, and even got another Texas bobcat. All right, so we've been down in South Texas for a few days and never know who you're gonna run into down here.
Deadly Buck Medley's on the scene.
Got old brother Buck with us for the next couple days. Gonna do some rattling in the morning, ride around, look for some pigs, javelina, whatever we can get into. Blowguns, bows.
Master Coyote Trapper. Already caught 6 big dogs and 2 big cats.
Yes, sir. Stands out, all these trails and tracks and crossings and stuff, and this one little tuft of grass kind of sticking out by itself here, like good eye appeal for a bobcat. So we're just gonna punch a hole in right here at the base of that. We'll kind of use that grass like a backing so he doesn't try to work it from the backside. Come out here and dig our trap bed. So the one thing that Nolan wanted to get on this trip more than anything was a javelina. And literally while I'm setting this bobcat trap, a group of javelina step out in the road. So he grabs his rifle, we put a quick stalk on him and get him in position for a shot. Make a good shot, he's not going anywhere. Don't get nervous. Squeeze gentle. That one in the back's bigger. Shoot that one that just walked out. Miss, shot high. Rack one in, rack one in, rack one in. Got him. That's a big boy. Nah, he missed that first one.
Javelina.
First javelina, dude. You safe?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Let's go check him out. Come on. We got the whole thing on video. The whole javelina spot and stalk.
I don't know how I missed the first shot.
Shot high.
That's okay.
Shot right over his back.
Honestly, I don't even know where I hit him. Probably in the neck.
You excited? You finally got your javelina? Look at him. Come all the way to South Texas. Got your javelina.
Big one, too. That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome.
Missed the first shot, and he just stood there.
Well, get down there and hold him and grab him. Pose, man. Pose with the rifle. First little heavy. All right.
About the fireplace.
All right, here we go.
That boogie.
We got blowguns, cameras, bows. Old Deadly Buck Medley. We go.
Live action.
Yes, sir. Going to shoot.
Luminox.
Shoot
Lit
some
up arrows.
bunny rabbits.
Lit up wild little boys.
Yep.
Gone. South Texas sleigh masters at their finest. Assassination is at hand. If we never make it back, we'll be stuck in Mexico with the cartel.
So the four of us set out on a nighttime blowgun rabbit hunt with the one and only Deadly Buck Medley. It didn't go quite as planned. It's kind of hard stalking anything with 4 people, especially 2 of them being kids. But Buck was patient, and Reed was really amped up to hunt with him and to get the opportunity to shoot a rabbit with his very own blowgun. And it finally all worked out, and Buck hooked him up with his first blowgun rabbit.
Just step.
Get him. He's right there. Shoot him. Come here. Shoot hard. Go. Got him. Good shot.
Top of him.
Good shot, boy.
Yeah. So after a long night of shooting rabbits with the blowguns and stomping down the cactus with Buck, me and Nolan took to the deer stand the next morning to try to help Zane weed out some of his cull bucks.
No.
Just chill.
I didn't miss that
Oh, no, you didn't. He just went down. Sweet. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Sweet.
First South Texas.
Dude, look at that big one running off.
Where?
Straight out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm alright. I don't care. I killed that one buck. I still have 2 more buck tags.
Come on, let's go get this big old South Texas whitetail
He ain't that big.
cull monster. An absolute
Oh,
cull
of
buck
the century.
for sure. Wow, yeah.
Call of the century.
That is like a little trashy buck. Sweet, here, get down here and hold him, dude.
That's a big body deer.
You empty?
Absolute call of the century.
A South Texas whitetail giant. Nah, he's a cull buck, man, but you gotta break the ice somehow.
They need to go.
Whew, man, that thing is ugly. All right, hook him up, Hoss.
Can I grab him by the horns?
Yeah, you can grab him by the horns.
I didn't know if he was gonna if they were loose or anything.
Nah, just watch them cat. Here, let me go ahead of you. I'll kick the cactus down. Oh, come on, there ain't even no cactus to kick down. You got the easiest drag in the world. Look at all the deer down here.
You love watching me struggle, don't you?
I like watching you drag your own deer out. Watch out up there, Nolan.
That one's mine.
That one's mine.
So there's deer trapped there?
That's a big one.
Daddy, can I shoot it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can shoot one of them. Sweet, man. First Texas double, dude. Awesome. Zane got his in that big old #2 4-coil Bridger. And I got mine in this little old baby MB 450, but they both hung deep. First double of the trip, man. Awesome. What you reckon, Buck?
Got him. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely.
Double dog. It's a double dog day.
I did. Nice male. He is dark.
Oh, it's a pretty decent tune.
All right, so I guess I got a Grand Slam now, South Texas Grand Slam. I got a badger, a coon, a bobcat, and coyote. What you reckon?
Nice.
Yeah. That's my empty set. Old Zane finally outdid me on one. It's about time. So in the name of science, Buck wanted to test out some of the new Slockmaster blow darts on this coyote. Right there, yeah. About 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Blow darts don't play, do they, man?
They don't play. Deep penetration. You get them double lungs, they're going down.
So later that night, we loaded up the Predator Call, green lights, and thermals, and took to the cactus in an effort to try to call up this big bobcat that had been giving me and Zane the slip on the trap line. I did get a shot off at him, and unfortunately wasn't able to film and shoot at the same time. But during the recovery mission, things got a little western on us. Back up, buddy. Back up, buddy. In case that thing.
Is he okay?
I found a shed.
Hey, cool.
I thought it was a big
Oh my gosh.
I shot him right in his face.
All you can see.
Yeah, all I could see was head, yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Good
you
stuff,
did
bud.
awesome.
Good stuff.
That is
22 mag.
We all walked past him or he come walked out behind us. One of the two. I didn't see him right here when we walked through.
Is that
right
the one
here.
you thought is this the one you thought you saw? The big one?
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. There's only one.
That's why I kept seeing. That's why I come
Yeah.
over here because I kept seeing him around that
Get your
stand
phone
over
out.
there.
Here.
I didn't even take anything. I
Oh,
ran.
you got a bear hug him.
Okay. Well, I
So surprisingly enough, we all made it out of that situation completely unscathed. And here we got the bobcat that I ended up catching in the trap that Buck was filming me setting when the Javelina came out earlier in the video and Nolan got his first Javelina. That's probably a pretty good intermission time for the video. It's been a rough go. It's probably only what, number 15 maybe. 3-4 cats, badger, coon. It is unseasonably warm down here and dry, bad dry, but we're catching. It's just slow, so hopefully it'll pick up. Y'all stick with us. All right, so it's Buck's last day here. He's fixing to head out to his ranch. Got some cats. Shot a big cat last night. Called him in. Coyote this morning. Kind of slow, but still productive. So, Buck, man, I appreciate everything.
No problem.
I
You're
know.
a master trapper.
I know Reed appreciates the blowgun activity.
Did a little blowgun hunting, did some bow hunting, longbow,
Yep.
javelinas, whitetail in the rut. And these guys did some master trapping down here and took out some coyotes that were taking out the fawns. So, all in all, it's a South Texas adventure.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
That's right. Well, we'll get with you another time, man. and
Yeah,
we'll-
come on down
catch
anytime,
up.
South Texas.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
No problemo.
Another Texas bobcat, y'all.
Don't go.
Pretty one.
Oh, it's in that crate.
That's the old 450. He is spazzing. So we hadn't caught any coyotes on this side to speak of, and last night we got this one and a bobcat. So hopefully this side of the property's picking up. The other side's where we've been really busting them. But I like a pretty good dog here. We're gonna get him handled and keep rolling on. Oh, got us another one this morning. This one's literally right by the ranch camp, the house we've been staying in. They've been coming down every night, hitting the gut pile pretty hard, so we can put a couple traps in here. And got this one's a real pretty one. Might be a Skinner there. That is like what all our coyotes at home look like. That deep red color.
look at the colors on this cat. That thing is gorgeous. Yellow looking dog.
Looks funny.
We're just on a pipeline here. Zane caught one right over here the other day. This long straight pipeline. Check out that burn off right there. Coyote. Big old buck standing down there just watching us. Zane's got the flu. As Texas as it gets. Yeah, we stacking up them old Texas Bobcats, boys.
Drake, stay right there.
What up, buddy? That's a pretty dog. One more little old Texas ute.
I'm not gonna miss it.
So with all the rut activity that we've been seeing on the trap line, I hit the cactus the next morning with Reed to try our hand a little bit of rattling. And man, let me tell you, it couldn't have turned out any better. Now, of course, unfortunately, once again, we're rattling, trying to film, trying to shoot all at the same time, and they just didn't all line up and pan out together like we planned. But Reed got an opportunity right here in just a second at a buck of a lifetime.
Tell us what happened, dude.
So the doe came out through the woods while we were rattling, and we kept rattling some more, and a big buck came out behind her, and then the doe jumped in front of him where I couldn't shoot him behind the shoulder. So I shot him in the shoulder and I dropped him dead in the shoulder.
We just rattled up a South Texas freaking monster, and Reed absolutely smoked him, dropped him dead in his tracks. Wasn't 60 yards from us. We're going to check him out right now. Oh man, that's so awesome, dude. Oh.
I'm getting him out. Maybe not a shoulder mount, but he's getting home.
Oh my gosh.
He was so short for all too. Yes. Dude, look at the body on that dude. Holy crap. Oh, yes. I hit him right in the neck.
Holy friggin' crap, dude.
Oh,
That's a good buck, Reed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dude, that's a giant 8-point head.
Oh yes, buddy.
Dude, look how tall his freaking G2s
Last
are.
day.
Dude, his G2s are massive, Dad.
Last day. That is an old buck too, man. That is like a 6-year-old buck, Reed.
Dude, so happy. Dude, this thing is massive.
Oh my
Look
god.
at his G2s. Dude, his G2s are huge.
You got him right in the neck.
I know. I was aiming right there. Like,
Oh
right on
man,
the
that's
shoulder
perfect, dude. That is perfect. That's a good Cole 8, dude. That's an old Cole 8.
blade. This is going on my wall.
Oh man, so
European
awesome.
mountain, this thing.
So awesome, dude. I'm proud of you, buddy. So Reed has had a rough go out here in South Texas, man. He's missed 2 bucks. I rattled him one up the other day that was a little far for him. It was probably like 150 yards, and he whiffed. He missed another one earlier in the trip, but he absolutely pile drove this joker here. That's a big buck, man. That's at least a 6-year-old 8-point.
1, 2, 3. Does that count as one?
No, he's an 8, but he's a big one, dude. Awesome, South Texas. Yeah, baby. All right, last Texas coyote. We set a goal of 100, and we fell a little short. This is probably 25, maybe. It's breeding season down here. All the females we caught's been in heat this week, and I think that's really kind of turned off the trapping a little bit. I know it gets rough at home when they're in heat, so probably ain't much different in Texas, but we've still been putting a pretty good hurting on them. Got to experience a lot of cool stuff down here, man. Stuff we don't ever see at home. Javelinas, huge rut activity, rabbits, quail, just game everywhere, man. And we've absolutely had a blast down here. And Zane, I can't thank you enough, buddy, for
no problem.
having me and the boys down here. And
Glad y'all got to come out.
I think we'll definitely be back for another one. So y'all enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, comment. And we'll have another Texas video up for y'all for too long.